Hi everyone, it's Noelia with My Moxie Dreams. Thanks for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a weekly reset and a catch up on my dailies. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this kind of content. And if you do, I would love it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, thank you. Thanks for your patience. You'll see as we get in that I really didn't decorate last week. I have been struggling both physically, just I'm in a lot of pain, and mentally. When that happens, I kind of spiral into a little bit of a depression, and I'm kind of there. So hopefully as I progress into this plan with me, that my energy will kind of spike. You guys always make me happy, and when I do these videos, joy comes from it. So I'm hoping that this will overshadow kind of the negative feelings that I've been feeling. You can see already, I'm sorry, my nails are horrendous. You guys know, if you've been with me for a while, that when I get into this state, I get really anxious and I literally bite my nails to the point of oblivion. So anyways, enough about that. Let's dig in. So last week, you can see here that I didn't decorate this week at all. I'm not going to go back with you and decorate the week. It's just, it is what it is. However, we will go back and decorate last week. I didn't do a plan with me last week. I just wasn't feeling it. I was struggling. I'm struggling still a little bit, but I wanted to get this done because I just feel behind when I'm not, doing a video. So I did not decorate. I did do the highlighter in my Tombow pink, whatever this color is. Where is it? Oh, here it is. 800, but I didn't add stickers. So today we'll add stickers when we move forward. And I don't think I added the weeks either. So we'll do that together. Let's just jump into last week, and today's Monday morning, and I am let's just put this one back here. Because I have a lot of decorating to do, I kind of pre-calculated this so that we wouldn't be doing this together. So I know, for instance, that food was $285.48, and then we had miscellaneous. So I had a lot of spending last week that you guys didn't get to see. I had a lot of spending. Food was almost 800. Spending was almost a little over 1,100. Lashes, I spent a total of almost $2,000 last week. What happens is, when I fall into this kind of funk, I just start to buy things that are unnecessary. So there's a lot of credits here. We can just highlight. These are the credits of stuff I ended up returning. And so those are the credits. I hope that I did that right. I calculated it before, so hopefully I did it right. So even though I did have a lot of miscellaneous here, because of these major credits, almost $400 of credits, it put me at a negative $85.39. And then I ordered some skincare stuff, and then fuel was 86. Cats, oh my God, I gotta tell you about my cats. 18.27, and then I had an unexpected bill. I mean, it was expected, but I have it. So that puts us at $383.49. And you're probably wondering how that works out. But again, these credits offset, because again, last week I spent a ton. So all these credits are really against last week, but it calculates for this week. I hope that makes sense. So let's go here and let's go week 12. Is it week 12? Yeah. So food on week 12 was $285.48. Miscellaneous spend is a negative $85.39. Self 49. It was a skincare bottle and I got it on sale. Fuel was 86. Cats 1827 and Unexpected Bill 2417, and that puts us at, what did we say, 383.49. Okay, 383.49, 383.49. So that puts us at week 12, 383. So we'll put it right there. And then our food was 285, so we'll put that about right there. Look at how high this one is. I've been doing so good, but last week was a tough one. It was a tough one, you guys. Okay, let's do this. And it goes exponentially lower. Okay, so we're done there, and we have everything closed out here. Okay, last week. Let's go to the current week. I hope you guys have all been doing good. You guys are so sweet. I posted on Instagram just that I was struggling a little bit. I've been in a lot of pain and going to doctor's appointments and whatnot, and it's just been a lot, and you guys are so understanding, and I really appreciate it. All right, let's kind of go here and add our titles, coloring our little headers. And then we will make sure that everything's completed. Now, maybe for April, I may change this up for April, but I'm not using the meal ideas, and I'm definitely not using the steps. Work reminders, I didn't even do that over the weekend just because I knew I'm pretty caught up, and I just have a few things to do, which thankfully I'm caught up. It would be a nightmare if I wasn't caught up and I was feeling the way that I'm feeling. It would be an absolute nightmare. So anyways, okay, so I transferred a lot of stuff over. Belle and I are having a spa day, and it couldn't come at a better time, like for real. It's a full spa day where we get facials, body wraps, body scrubs, massages, steam room. Like, it's a full day, a whole day, and I think I need it. And even though I'm mad at her right now, I'm so mad at her right now, but I know we needed this kind of reset. I know my body needs it mentally and physically, so I'm excited for that. But I need to go do a mani and pedi hopefully today or tomorrow. And then just some small things that I need to get done. I have deliveries coming. I have to figure out, I think I found an April theme. I just got to work on the stickers to see if I can come up with stickers. Sometimes I can fall in love with a theme, a photo, but if I can't create stickers for it, then it's just like, I can't do that theme. I have to have a sticker that matches. So I'm working on it. Hopefully this week I'll be able to choose that, and then I'll do an April plan with me with you guys. All right, so it's just basically appointments and whatnot. Is it Friday? Let's see, Friday. Okay, and then just record my March flip. I was gonna record a March flip through because I thought I wasn't gonna do a plan with me again this week, and it would have been 2 weeks in a row that I didn't do a plan with me. So I was like, instead of a weekly reset plan with me, I'll do a March flip. But who knows, guys? Who knows? I don't know. It just is what it is. Okay, and then I just have some pending credits. This one already came in. I'm waiting for Quince. Okay, so this is done. Let's just add a couple of thingamabobs, and then we can move on. Where is my, there it is. I have the sliding door open, so if you hear birds, that's what it is. It is The last couple of days have been absolutely beautiful here. We've kind of had like that false spring that everyone talks about. It was literally pouring rain, and then we got hit with 80-degree weather yesterday. And so I took advantage of that by going into my garden. I was a little fearful about that because I thought maybe I didn't want to be like in pain for my spa day. And so I feel good, other than the thing I've been struggling with lately, but I feel good. I just got really bad sunburn, which I thought was funny. And so, yeah. So I got sunburned, not to the point where I'm like, it's painful to the touch. It was just a little. So I don't think I'm going to have any issues tomorrow or Wednesday rather, when I'm at the thingy-mabob. Because I've been sick and feeling horrendous, we've been eating out. I have not made food, and it is what it is. I have to do a meal plan today and hopefully go to the grocery store or send Belle to the grocery store. So anyways, this. We're done. I already had things planned out because, as you know, I need to move things from the previous week over, and I didn't think I was going to do a plan with me. So everything was already over here. So that's that. Now let's go to our dailies. You'll see here for last week, I didn't add any thingamabobs. So let's do that before we jump into the new week. So this was week 12. So let's get these guys. I remembered to do it first. Yay me. Okay, so we'll just add our weeks here, week 12. If you remember from my last video, I was decorating first and then having to peel them off because I had put the stickers, the decorative stickers, down below, trying to do something extra. I'm mad at Belle today because when she doesn't work, she stays in the living room and like games or plays, talks to her friends. And I woke up and it was 2 in the morning or something, or I think it was like 1-ish. I don't know what time it was, but it was early in the wee hours of the morning, and I could see the light on. It just comes down the hallway and I could see, so I was like mad and told her to turn off the light, which she eventually did. Now we're gonna go week 13 here, just so it's already done. But then I could hear her getting into her room at 2:10 and she was making all this noise. Like, she is a clumsy person, and she dropped something on her nightstand and it made all this noise and woke up the whole house. Myself and my eldest, we go to work, we get up and go to work. Like, even though I work from home, I still wake up early. And especially my son, sometimes he wakes up at 6 to go to the gym. And so having Belle get up or stay awake until 2 and have all the lights on in the living room, and she's talking with her friends on her headset gaming. Oh my God, I was furious last night. So tomorrow she gets up to work at 9 in the morning. So I'm going to stay up tonight and be loud and torture her for what she did to me and Chris last night, or early this morning. So she's sound asleep right now because she doesn't work today, and I was so livid, especially because I'm not feeling well. And yeah, and then my doctor upped one of my medications, my OCD medication, and it's through me. I don't know if that's what's making me really like on edge. I don't know. I just know that I've been struggling. I've been on the struggle bus the last 2 weeks. Okay, let's put the little ones here. Let's just, okay, maybe I do it this way. I don't like having all this extra stuff because it's hard to lift the stickers. We'll do one like this. We'll just kind of alternate. And then I pulled stickers today. It's a work day right now, but like I said, I'm like totally caught up. My bosses went skiing. They took off, I think, Thursday to their ski house, and they're already back. They came back last night. But I'm pretty much caught up with just, I have some minimal things that I need to get done today. So I'm hoping that as I'm recording this, my phone is not going, because I put it on Do Not Disturb. It normally takes me 30 minutes to an hour to do this, depending. Today's gonna be a little bit longer just because we have decorating for all the previous week. But I'm caught up, like 90% caught up. And so I'm hoping that when I end this video and I check my phone, that I didn't have 500 missed calls. Speaking of 500 missed calls, okay, I don't need this one. I was going too far. Maybe I'll put it on the weekly just so that I don't lose that. It never fails that when I take a vacation day, is that right? Yeah. I took 2 vacation days last week because, what am I doing? I'm like losing my train of thought. Okay, I need to add ones on the bottom. That's what it is. I think it's these ones. Let's see. I forgot how I decorated these because I'm like so, I don't think that's that. I think it's the small ones. So let's put this here. I just don't want to, I don't want to, even though it's already the end of the month and I don't need these stickers anymore, I just don't want to mess them up. Okay, let's get halvesies. Is it halvesies? I don't remember. What did I do in the past? Oh, I did halvesies. Okay, let's do the halvesies first. And then, okay, I'm sorry, you guys. You can tell I'm struggling. I'm sorry. So it never fails that when I take a day off, I was hitting my accrual amount, like maxing it out. And I needed to use some vacation time, even if it was like 2 or 3 days in the next 2 weeks, which was last week and this week. So I decided that I was going to take a midweek because it's better for me and my bosses that I work on a Monday, so that if anything that they need over, anything pops up, or I can, get whatever done on Monday. And it's just easier for me to work on a Monday, get anything done, so that Tuesday and Wednesday, I was going to have Tuesday and Wednesday off, that I don't feel as behind because I took care of any outstanding things on Monday. So I was taking Tuesday and Wednesday off of last week. And I just wanted to take my mom out. I hadn't taken my mom out in quite some time. And I just wanted to take her out thrifting. She loves to go thrifting. And because we live in the Napa Valley and surrounding Bay Area, there's so many great thrifting locations. So I had told my mom, like, I'm going to pick you up and we're going to go thrifting. And she was so excited. And so we were supposed to go on Tuesday. I had already had it. We were going to get up early, go Tuesday. And normally what happens is when I wake up, the first thing I do is grab my phone. And the reason, and I need to stop doing that, but the good news is I used to have my phone on all the time, like Ringer. Like, I was the girl that all my friends could contact. I remember one of my friends contacted me at like 2 in the morning. She'd gotten a drunk driving. This is like 15 years ago. But I always had my phone on, and so, okay, I think we're done with last week decorating, guys. Now we can move on to this week. And so I always used to have my phone on because I wanted to be that person who always you could count on. And it just was taking a toll on me mentally, because when I wanted somebody to, you know, for whatever reason, I remember having my car broken down and calling somebody to help and nobody answered the phone. And again, boundaries. So, and then with my job, my boss would call me day and night. Like he wouldn't even, because you know, when you're rich, you don't pay attention to what day of the week it is. So he would call me on a Saturday at 6 a.m. He would call me on a Sunday at like 9 p.m. And so I set my boundaries with him, and I started turning my phone off because I figured my kids are home with me. Thank God I have my kids who live with me. And I just noticed that the 31st, we might as well decorate the 31st because it is the end of March and I don't want to accidentally decorate it for April. So I set boundaries, and I started to put my phone on do not disturb. And so now what happens is I don't get interrupted or woken up in the middle of the night. But what that comes with is when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is look at my phone. And if I have text messages, that means something's up. And I have to read my text messages, and then I'll get up and be, you know, bolt out of bed, because often if I have the text messages, it's something important. Or sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's just my boss or colleagues that I work with, that they just text me and they'll be like, hey, you know, when you get this, can you please send me this report? Or, hey, we have an important thing. We need you specifically for this specific thing. And so then my day will start out like I bolt out of bed and get what I need to get done, because most often I get emails, but if I get a text, that means it's important. For instance, my boss will call me, and if I don't answer and he doesn't leave a text saying, hey, call me, then I know it's not important. Then he just wanted to chat and it's not important, right? Anything that's not important and like just stuff, he will email me and be like, hey, I saw this Wall Street Journal. It'd be good if you read it or something, right? So I kind of know the habits of my bosses. And so it never fails, though, that I get the sky is falling Chicken Little on the days that I have the day off. It never fails, like never. It is just Murphy's Law, okay? And so I had Tuesday off. I told my mom, hey, be ready at like 8:30 in the morning, because we'll drive to, you know, Sausalito or San Rafael, wherever. And I had like, Tuesday was going to be like the Bay Area shopping. We were going to go to Nordstrom Rack. We were going to do all the fun stuff. And then the following day, we were going to go to the South Bay and shop, like, you know, the Concord area, whatever. Okay, it doesn't matter. But so we had our schedule set. We were going to get up early and whatnot. So I wake up probably about 7-ish. I'd slept in a little. And I wake up and I just noticed that there's a little thing right here. Let me see if I wake up and I'm not joking. I had I had 30 missed calls from both my male boss, my female boss, and their housekeeper, house manager. And then I had, I'm not joking, like 50 texts. And again, this is my day off. And I'm like, what the hell? What the hell happened? So I began to read the text first before, and it's all missed calls. They don't leave voice messages. Clearly, they left 30 freaking texts between the three of them. And I'm like, what the hell? So backstory is that you know, a year or so ago, we, with all these insurances and because of, you know, fires, wildfires, all these things, and we have one of their beach houses, we have to have specific flood insurance. So things started to change once Mother Nature and these fires started to happen in California. And so the insurance companies required you to do like a bunch of stuff. And I'm just going to fill in the normal banking and expense log. And so we got a letter that they were going to cancel our insurance. And mind you, he has homes, like multiple homes, California, New York, Chile, Paris, like he has multiple homes. And we got a letter saying they were going to cancel us and we had to fulfill certain requirements. And one of those requirements was to have a backflow monitor and a water monitor, so that if there was a leak somewhere in the house, this alert would go off and, you know, whatever. So we got a Moen. We had some guy that, you know, the plumbing people come and they installed it on the water meter. And, you know, you have to set it up, like how many people are in the house. So what we did is we just maxed it out. We put the highest numbers so that the water wouldn't turn off unless it was an actual leak, okay? And so what happens is when there's excessive water, for instance, the irrigation went off and there was indeed a leak. Something had broken in the irrigation line in their landscaping, and the Moen flow thing saw like 20 minutes of this flow of water and it immediately shuts off, okay? The cool thing about it, everything's electronic now. So when they installed this, myself, my male boss, and the house manager all downloaded the app, and they taught us. They're like, here's your app. I established the, you know, the login and the password. We all had it, we all downloaded it. And the gentleman said, when this happens, when there's a leak or something happens, it will automatically shut off. You have to go in your app and it'll show you like critical error, and it'll tell you approximately where this leak could possibly be so that you can rectify it. If it's just, you know, nothing, because sometimes it will set off for no reason, but I'll explain that later. It will, you have the ability on the app to just switch the water back on, okay? And he told us in the event something goes on, you know, he showed my male boss where the turn off switch was for the water, okay? And how to turn it back on manually should something happen and we couldn't turn it back on. So we were all trained on this, okay? So he really never used the app. I had the app, and my house manager for the two properties had the app. And so, let me see, do I have anything? We're just gonna record a video. I'm just kind of putting things on as I'm talking, and then also what happens is I get an email when something happens and there's a critical alert and the water automatically turns off. I get an email saying, hey, critical alert, it's been turned off. I can immediately go to the app and turn it on. Sorry, I can't write and think at the same time clearly or talk. And so this particular day, last Tuesday, vacation day, again, Tuesday and Wednesday last week was my vacation day. I think I'm gonna go to Concord with Jaden here. I don't know, it may not be, depending on what my doctor's appointment says. Let me just go here real quick. And so last Tuesday, again, wake up thinking I was gonna wake up to calmness. It's me and my mom, we're gonna go and have our fun thrifting day, both days. Instead, I wake up to craziness. I'm not kidding, craziness. So I get on the phone with my boss and he's pissed. And he gets this way when he expects us to solve a problem. Where did my thing go? Oh, there it is. So he's pissed. He's like, you know, why is this? You guys need to turn this back on. And, you know, Wendy, which is the house manager, she should have known and she should turn this back on. And Wendy's calling me and she's Hispanic, and so she's calling me and she's leaving all these messages. She's crying because the same way that I got all these missed calls from both my male and female boss is the same way she was calling me, but she's calling me crying because she can't handle the stress of both bosses calling her and telling her the water was off. And what I noticed is I had gotten an email at 11:40 at night saying a critical alert and the water had been turned off. I didn't get that till the morning of. And so we're gonna get our stickers. I have every sticker pulled, so as I chat, we'll put stickers on for the whole month because I'm clearly behind. And so I call Wendy, I'm like, just turn it back on, just go in the app. I tried to go on my app and it kept saying error, error, and she's calling me crying saying, I'm trying to get on the app to turn it back on and I can't. So I'm calling my mail boss and I'm like, dude, go outside. They taught us how to manually turn it back on. He's like, you guys should know, and I'm not doing it. He was just such a brat about it. And so I'm like calling Mo in to say, hey, we have a problem. Again, just a freaking nightmare. And again, this is my day off. It is now I've missed my appointment or my day with my mom. I'm like, hey, I text her like, there's a work emergency. I cannot pick you up right now. And so where is it? Early Oscars. I watched the Oscars. I was so happy that Kieran won for that Pain movie. I can't remember. And then it started to rain, so I just have the rain one. And so I get a hold of the Moen customer service, and they're like, the reason why it's not working is you have an old app. You have to update your app and then it'll let you get back in. And I'm like, are you shitting me right now? Like, that's the reason why we can't turn it on. And so he says to me, the reason, where am I doing? Sausalito? I guess we're just doing one there. All right. And I'm like, seriously, it's the app? And he's like, no, there was a critical error. There was a critical alert. He's like, but you guys, the reason why you can't access it and turn the water back on via the app is because the apps are old. You have to keep the current update. So I update the app. I tell Wendy to do the same. I immediately update the app and turn the water back on. And so the guy tells me, he's like, the reason is because it shows that the shower was on for 45 minutes at 11:30 last night. And so it immediately turned it off. And again, it's at midnight. I'm not seeing that alert. I have my phone off. I'm not having my phone on Tuesday morning because I'm out with my family. You know, I was asleep, turned my thing off. And so I call my mail boss and I'm like, who was taking a shower for 45 minutes? And he's like, his daughter. He's like, it was my daughter, but the system shouldn't turn off because of that. This is back pain, so I'm gonna put this one. So I had really bad back pain that day. And so he's like, it doesn't matter if our daughter's taking a 45-minute shower, it shouldn't turn off. I'm like, no, a 45-minute shower tells the system that, you mean that something's wrong. And he was just being a brat. And so he's still pissed. Even though I turned the water back on, he's still pissed. And he's just like, and my female boss, she's like, oh, thank you so much, Noelia. Oh, I understand why it went out. And thank you. And I told everybody, we were in a chat. And I'm like, everybody should have this app, particularly my female boss, and Wendy and I obviously already had the app. I said, but you two should have the app and have it always logged in. So when something happens, you can easily turn the water back on. And my male boss was like, no, you guys, you know, Wendy, the house manager, should be doing this. Noelia, you shouldn't be bothered with this, because I knew it was my day off. And he's like, Wendy should have done it. I'm like, you should have the app, regardless of who's responsible for this. You should have the app. I said, because, you know, again, 11 o'clock, 11:30. So they had places to go in the morning and they couldn't because, what am I doing? Back pain. I'm doing this again. because they were waiting on Wendy or myself to do it. And so I was so pissed. I was upset because it was my day off, and my whole entire morning, I literally was trying to resolve this from when I woke up at like 8 o'clock through noonish. And I said, I'm like, he was like, Wendy should have this done, and blah, blah, blah. Online shopping. This is when my online shopping began, y'all. Online shopping. She's a cutie. She's not, I love to print, but I love her. And I was so mad. And the thing about my male boss and I is he and I have been through hell and back together, and stuff that I can't even share with you guys because like it was major stuff. Like it was in the news. Like he and I have been through major stuff. So we are like family. And so we can kind of yell at each other and do that kind of stuff. And so I was so mad, and he was just like, you know, not that it was anybody's fault, but he was just like, you guys should have the app and you guys should turn it on when this kind of stuff happens. And I told him, and he didn't know what to say. I was like, if your house is on fire, are you going to call Wendy or me to come and open the hose and try to fix the fire? You're going to have us call the fire department for you? Like, come on. I'm like, you have to be able to do this. How come? Oh, there clearly I didn't do anything here, so I'm just sleeping because I was in so much pain. I said, is that what you're going to do? Like, if there's a fire, you're going to call me and Wendy to have us call the fire department for you? Like, you need to be able to be self-sufficient in the event that this stuff happens. And particularly on days where I'm supposed to be off. You know what I mean? Like, so he didn't know what to say because I said that. I gave him that analogy, and like, really? Like, you need to be able to be self-sufficient. Like, you can't always depend on us in the event something like this happens again. You guys have to really figure it out. And so again, my female boss is like, oh, Noelia, no worries. Like, I love her. I absolutely love my female boss. She's amazing. And so, yeah, so that was what happened. Poor house manager. She only speaks Spanish. She speaks very little English. So she was like, I've tried to call the Moen, customer service. A, they're not answering. And B, if they did answer, she's like, how am I going to communicate with them? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. Like, I get it, but it's my day off. So I was mad. I was like, okay, so I missed my day off. Half my day was blown. And the way that I feel about it, you guys, is that when my day is blown, the whole day is like blown. It's not a vacation day because the day became I started the morning stressed, frustrated, yelling at my boss, trying to solve an issue. And so the rest of the day is like not a vacation day. So the way I thought about it is like, okay, I freaking worked that day. And so I'm owed another vacation day, right? Like, I'm owed that day. And so that's how I feel. So I have Wednesday off. I took Wednesday, where are we? I took Wednesday off so that I could go to the spa. That was planned. But the day that I ended up working last Tuesday, that was actually a vacation day, I'm going to take it on Friday so that Jay and I can have a arcade fun day. So I think that's what I'm going to do because my day was shot. It was so frustrating. I was so frustrated with him. More him. And he's like, and I'm like, look, if your daughter's taking a 45-minute shower, we have a problem. And he's like, it's because she leaves the water running to get hot, and then she gets sidetracked. She's on texting with her friends. And I'm like, well, then that's who you need to be upset with and yelling at, because that's the reason why the freaking thing shut off. So anyways, that's your story for today. My adventures of stupid stuff that comes up at work that really isn't in my purview. It's not my stuff to do, but I always help my house manager because she, you know, sometimes she doesn't know how to do things, and I'm her person and I help her do those things. So it is what it is. So that's that. Here is our back planning or back decorating. You can see all the beautiful stickers. I have to buy more stickers from her. But yeah, there we go. Made up for not decorating. And yeah, so there we go. And we get brought to the 24th, and I just have stuff to do. I'm gonna film and hopefully edit and upload today because you guys have been so patient with me. And then I got to figure out my theme. I found my picture. I just have to make sure that I can create stickers that will go with it. Otherwise I have to pick a different dashboard or a different theme. So that is it, you guys. We have our week here and ready to go. We have our dailies. Our week 13 is here and ready to go. And yeah, and then we have April starting. I can't believe it. April is my birthday month. Thank God Mercury retrograde will be done, I think April 14th. So by the time my birthday comes, I'll be 49. And we were gonna do a big trip to Paris and Italy in October. And I've just decided, just because there's stuff going on physically with me, I've decided to put it off so that on my 50th birthday, we do that big trip. And so we're gonna do little trips like to New York and to, you know, little trips here and there. And that way the big trip will be for my 50th birthday. So that's that. All right, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this plan with me. Thank you for being patient. I really appreciate it. Again, if you are new, I hope you enjoyed this kind of content. And if you did, I would love if you would like and subscribe to my channel. For everybody else, thanks for sticking with me. I appreciate it. I really do. I just love and appreciate every single one of you, your comments that you leave me. I adore all of you. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.